Solving equations involving radicals can be long and somewhat tricky because if you make one little error, the whole thing is going to be wrong. So you want to be very organized and careful in your steps. Another part of this is when you start cubing each side or squaring each side, you want to make sure that you're checking all of your answers in the original equation. For example, on the first one, what I would like to do is go ahead and solve for x, and so I would add 6 to the first side. So it's going to be x. And then at this point, you want to take the third power of each side because the third root times 3 would actually end up being 1. And so this is where you're going to have x squared minus 1 equals 8. And as you continue through, you're going to see at this step, when you take the square root of both sides, you have to put in the plus or minus sign. So this is going to equal plus or minus 3. And then what you want to do is you want to do a check on this. Now, if you put in a 3 or a negative 3, you still get 9 here. 9 minus 1 is 8. That makes 2. Minus 6 is negative 4. It checks out. So both of those answers are correct, or listing them out separately would look something like that. Going here, again, squaring both sides. Keeps the equation in balance because you're doing the same operation to both sides. 6n minus 3. I'm going to keep my bigger n on this side so it stays positive. Subtract off 6n. And you're going to see that n is equal to 12. Now, if I put 12 into this equation, I'm going to end up with, let's see, 72 minus 3 is square root of 69. And the question is, does that equal, let's see, and you're going to see that yes, in fact, it does. So you know that this is going to be an answer as well. Well, believe me, it's not always going to be the case where you have the same answers work into the original equation. So again, always check your answer.